playing. All right, so
7:59.
give me that cord. Oh no, you did the mixer, right?
Anna, can you come over here so I can see what's up with the video? Because I still don't see any video.
All right, I'm coming out.
I don't see the video.
I'm taking the cord out.
It's doing it again.
Either. It didn't look like that last time. Green.
Left and right. You didn't make them pop it.
It's a new scene. This is the welcome.
You make them sound. No. Oh.
What are you going to the road or to?
No, I'm gonna let him go to the. He's not using mic. No.
8 o'clock.
Hold on, man. Hold
Should I not or no? Should I just do the regular cord?
No, whatever's easy for you.
Yeah, it's already.
What did you do last time? Yep.
I just refreshed it last time.
I don't know why it keeps doing this. Like when I go on there, it's always.
Oh, well, what is this? I just did?
Yeah, let's refresh.
Oh, sweet.
I just. When I practiced, it was there. You see what I'm saying?
What you got? Yeah, right there. I got a whole cord for you, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Maybe exiting the browser, just like working on.
Stop that record for me too, bro.
I did.
Okay.
What
did you do
last time? I made a new stream, but I didn't even have to use it because I just refreshed yours. What is this site called?
Restream.
8:01.
Yeah, we're sorry. We'll get it. Almost there. Let's look at the sound check. Where we at? There she is.
This is my life.
Oh no, but do you see anything?
Yeah, I see your camera working right there.
Look, my other baby. You
I
ready?
just saw it, so I know it's working.
Hold on 1 second.
You see what I'm saying? It doesn't look like that whenever I usually go into the studio.
So I'm confused.
All right, give me a little sound.
It says it's playing. That's us.
It does.
No, I get no sound from you.
So maybe we just can't see.
That's what.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
So I duplicated
Abundance. Can you close that? Please? Close that. And then reopen it. It's right there. Double click. There was one button. Remember, one button was off last time.
No,
I don't like it.
When I did my practice, this doesn't happen. It only happens when I come here.
No, that's me. That's the
I'm
reason.
saying, but
Yeah, all I did was move the cord from you to him, so it's his board now.
yeah, but it should be going to that. It's going to
Oh
that.
shit! I'm sorry, brother. That's my bad. My one cord. Thank you, Dan. So I think I moved all the cords.
You got both of them hooked up?
I moved all the cords but the right one. I'm sorry, bro.
You should still
There you
to
go.
him, man. It's too much.
I got it. That's all I needed. You good?
Okay.
All right, run your song back to the beginning. You ready, man? Whenever you ready, I'm ready. Or you want to wait? Or you waiting for that? How about it?
No, I'm not. I'm just live.
you
I'm
ready?
live already.
Abundance, when you get a
It's
chance.
already scheduled everywhere. So what's going on?
Okay. Well, we can go. I can turn you on.
Let's go on at 8:15.
Okay. Can you do me a favor, love? Hit
I'm
that.
doing 8:10.
Or 8:10. Okay.
What time is that?
She-
It's
King Simon said
8:03.
that you can see us, but it's okay. We're gonna start at 8:10.
So then just do your thing. If you can
I want to be able to.
Yeah. Hit that, love, when you get a chance so we can put your name in.
Hit what?
Setting.
This.
No, setting. Click a stream. Put your name in.
my stomach.
We good. And that way I can be out of your way. Thanks, brother. You know, the one wire, I'm like, what's that over here then? My fault, bro. That was my goof. I want to try something new to give them the room, and that was the one thing I
It's
forgot.
abundance is in there. Okay.
Okay, no, you ain't got to hit it yet because you're not on yet. But when you go on, we'll go. When you're ready, we'll click play, and then you'll click OK
It's just
2
not
times.
doing
But
what's
right now
extra.
you're not on yet.
I don't know why it's
King Simon said he could see us. We're live, so I'm just gonna stay on the same channel that's live, not that one, the one that was already working. Is this the
That's the
one?
one. That's the live one. That's live right now.
It says 4 people watching. I'm gonna call real quick.
You can see how we look from here.
That's crazy, right?
I just forgot. If you look, I'm pretty turned off. Right.
Hey, so you can see us actually live. I can't see anything. I can't see anything. But when I did the practice, I could see everything. But every time I come into this studio, it's a green screen. I can't
But
see
look-
anything except a green screen.
So this is what they're saying. So we're good.
All right.
Just can't see.
All right, cool.
That is weird. You on the Verizon, right? The internet, Verizon? Because it's strong. I bought it because it's strong. Because the house, the building.
All right. Well, we'll see. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2.
It's weird because the building
All right,
internet
peace.
is trash. Goes up and down. So we just got our own. Right.
You know what?
When we go live, I can take it with me.
Oh my God, you can see. All right, so we need to see John Carr.
Think I give y'all a little more room? Is that better?
Not really, but
No? Oh,
no,
okay.
because you got a lot of stuff over here.
Yeah. Well, you can move the keyboard.
We
Just
would
don't
have
hit
to
that
be
yet.
able to come in and by 8 o'clock move all that stuff out. Way.
Are you gonna be sitting more to this side of the mic or this side? Because it's blocking.
I'm gonna sit right here.
That's good.
Let me hear your mic one time. Test.
Test 1 2.
How about this?
Testing 1, 2, 1, 2.
Great. You good. And my man, you queued up and we ready to go whenever y'all ready.
You said 8:10. We're going on 8:10, right?
Yeah.
8:07.
8:07 now. Yep.
Wow. Right, so y'all can see. I didn't know that the whole world could see it. So let's just go ahead. Let's just start right now. It's 8:07.
Hit that, mama. The play button.
What?
With the mouse, yeah. Click 1, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's gotta be loud because we streaming.
Well, you streaming so they can hear on your speakers. Because in the radio land it's loud.
Okay, but I need it a little bit. Yeah.
On the rise, forget distractions, we unveiling the guys. Those solutions, the golden never stops. Indigenous ties, they fake our demise. But we spread the knowledge, gotta claim what is ours. No time for debating, ain't trying to divide. This divine truth, we don't deal with the lies.
Ready to go. Abundance, you ready to go? Bluetooth?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to do that now.
I'm turning it on now, so whenever you're ready.
To the essence. Back when they was lame, spread the lessons. 10% is scared,
Hold on.
the message. Every form of truth is questioned.
Roadcaster.
Beauty is cipher, obsession, state of depression.
All right, I'm connected.
Expression, truths, gifts, and direction. Break it into
Just this mic will talk to you, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a mic for them.
Yeah.
So when they're ready to talk, I'll turn it on.
Okay.
Give me a countdown, baby. Let me know at least 20 to 10 seconds out, okay? Because I got
What's happening right here? Welcome to Abundancechild Live. Woo! I'm gonna put this over here. You're tuned into WJVSradio.com. Of course, we are live on YouTube, hopefully Instagram, TikTok, all these great places. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. It's 9 minutes after the hour. Have a special show tonight. We're live and we are on air. Brother Wayne, Makai, everybody. Yeah, you see the big mama coming out and me right now because we already 9 minutes after the hour. And this is very, very special night for me tonight because I have my family member, King Simon.
King Simon.
And like as I said earlier, he's an inspiration. I really look up to him. If he's texting, I'm watching. I'm stopping whatever I'm doing. And I'm tuned into the link.
Yeah.
So and just to see how he has evolved over the years from, being on the street. Our generation was very analog. We went to play outside and things like that. Like a lot of the people that I know that are our age, like, I don't do email. I don't do text. I'm like, what? Like, how are you even connected? But King Simon put the flyers down and did the online thing. Like, his numbers are just crazy.
I love it.
Everywhere I go, people are like, I want to be tuned in. Everywhere I go, I see videos from King Simon and they are from channels that I've never even heard of, and I'll go, I'm a comment person. I go to the comments and people are just like, oh my God, I love King Simon. He's so dynamic. And I'm just like, it's just a great time to be alive. And it's a great time for me as a student elder to be sitting at the feet of our elders.
I can say, since I met King Simon, it is a pleasure to be in the company of his energy. He is just pop, 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 pop,
Right.
I love him. Looking forward to him being our guest today. Yes.
I got to put this over here. What am I hitting?
Put your name
in. Right here.
Yeah, one more time.
Excuse me, I'm still in training over here at this radio station, so
it's all right. She's doing well. She is doing well. Abundancechild live, y'all.
Happy for everybody who's here or right here. All right, I'm just happy for everybody. This is my first time using this one particular platform, so if anybody knows how to use Restream, please link me up and abundancechild@gmail.com, abundancechild on any social media. Because I want to be able to see what we're doing over here. I'm relying on the screen from YouTube right now. But yeah, King Simon saw me talking at the National Black Theater in Harlem. And what happened was Taj Tariq Bey had came down to one of the libraries in the Brandywine Library, I think. And it was Brother Dalo Sekou there, all the way from Tampa, Florida. And Sister Zodiacus was there. This is when I was dealing with the Moorish Divine and National Movement. And I was so starstruck when I seen Taj, but not starstruck in the way that people are today. I was just like wowed at the information and the knowledge that he had. Ras Mariah was there. And it was question time. And of course, I had been studying for a while now. And I hadn't even done Ask Abundance. I hadn't done Talk Shoe or anything like that. And he just gave me the biggest compliment ever that I had received from an elder in the Moorish Divine and National Movement. He was just talking about how astute I was and a servant is worthy to be hired. And so then Dalo Sekou ended up doing an event at the Newcastle. What's that place, that community center over there right off Route 9? They were doing a lot of Moorish Divine and National Movement things there. And so I did something like Get Your People Off Your Plantation or something like that. And talking about how we don't have to buy into the birth certificate system. We don't have to buy into Social Security and all of those types of things. Everything I studied, I just wanted to share it with the people. So next thing you know, I'm just anywhere anybody's talking about etymology, anytime anybody's talking about anything that is Moorish Divine and National Movement, I am on the scene. And I ended up telling my story about how, my children were taken away I'm not even gonna say taken away. They tried to sell them back into slavery. And I talked about at the National Black Theater in Harlem, King Simon was kind of starstruck. And we just had a relationship since then. And I've always wanted to be on radio because I love radio. People always said I had a good voice.
Oh, you do. You have a magnificent voice.
Thank you. And stuff like that. So I never really wanted to be seen. Plus back then, y'all didn't know BlogTalkRadio.com. I was smoking. I was having a glass of wine every night. I was just in my element. I can't really, you can't really do that on YouTube. If you like, nah, she's smoking Newports too. It wasn't even like I was smoking, back then I was on my Newports. Yeah, it's just, I'm so glad people can see me talking about unapologetically healthy.
Well, what year was that in?
2008, 2009.
You've been at it for a minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm really thankful. But it was, and King Simon and I, we had this dope partnership where I was always putting him on to certain things like, you need to be, and we started on MySpace. It was MySpace at the time. So yeah, I'm just really excited because there has a lot that has happened, and I tried my best. If y'all look at the Stop Playing flyer, I tried to put every flyer that
looks good.
Every flyer that
really
we did something together. So whether it was his event and I was promoting it on Blog Talk Radio, or whether I was the speaker at the event, or was something that we put together, if there was a King Simon logo on it or a Common Sense Consulting logo, you'll see just for the records in the archives, when you go into the Akashic of our relationship, the Common Sense Consulting logo was my very first business. And so I used to hide under that banner because I was afraid to come out as Abundancechild. All this fear and stuff. Wow. You know what I mean? That I'm trying to work out. But I was under the Common Sense Consulting logo because I didn't want to be Abundancechild. I was just like, no, I'm just going to be Common Sense Consulting. Yeah, I put all of those flyers out there so just people can see the longevity and the history of the type of work that we have done, and also my journalism and my growth, because I learned so much on my shows. So I'm really excited for this interview.
Yes. Looking forward to it.
You know that we have long conversations, King Simon and I.
Oh yes, I love y'all. I love your bond.
Yeah.
I love the chemistry that you guys display with each other. Like I said, his energy is always a pleasure to be around, to be in the midst of.
Now he should be. It's 8:15, so I'm hoping he's gonna come in now. So can we go ahead and take our commercial breaks, my beloved Makai? And I'm gonna check out and see if I can see when he's in, because Nana, is this the new stream or is this the old stream? All right, so he has that stream link. This is crazy.
I didn't even do anything.
Drop squad,
all right.
Get your body, mind, spirit on point with these veggies. Is by any greens necessary. You ain't know. That's why the chef game legendary around the globe. Soul food, make your whole crew vibrate. So roll through the drug squad to get the life plate. Unapologetically healthy food is well, but you invested in yourself. Come to our place. Drop squad.
There's like two streams going on at the same time, I noticed. No.
NumerOvator with King Simon. Text me now at 347-496-1022. You can also take my course if you want to, but do text me for your session at 347.
I can see King Simon.
Get my books on Amazon at Linktree/King Simon the NumerOvator. Remember, you can book your session and get it done right now. 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. King Simon the NumerOvator.
Yay! We got King Simon in the building. I don't even care if y'all in the chat. Put y'all hands together for King Simon. Even in the chat. So we didn't get a chance to do what we always do. So we're gonna, we do what we do because we always want to give thanks to Olu Jamare, Iba Olu Jamare, Iba Rumila, Iba Bogbo Risha, Iba to the ancestors of King Simon, to Makai Faison, to Anana Tawa, Ia McIntyre, to Miara Sunday, to John Carr, to myself, to Wayne Pennington, to all the people who are making WJVS Radio happen right now, to all the energies and the beings that came before us, that allow us to have breath in our body, to have homes that we sleep in, beds that we lay in, the earth that we walk on. We give thanks, and we give thanks for this opportunity. King Simon.
King Simon.
We give thanks for you. How you doing? Oh man, I can't hear anything.
I don't know. Is your volume up?
Yeah, my volume. Hold up.
You might have to go.
My volume is up.
You might have to go to settings. You might have to go to computer because he's on.
All right, let me see something else. Let me take it off of that. Hold on one second.
But he's on the real.
Yeah. So go here.
It is a pleasure to have you on the set, King Simon. I tell you, brother.
I'm gonna turn Bluetooth off. Let me see if I'm... All right, let's see.
1 2 1 2.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, but it's gonna be all low. That's all.
1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We hear you, beloved.
Yeah,
Yes. King Simon, King Simon.
Greetings. What's up?
Hey, man. Everything is. Oh, that's a good idea. Everything is up.
Got one of our old flyers.
I have those archives too. I have like 3 or 4 copies of every flyer I probably have been a part of.
Exactly.
I told you we need to have our museum. You know what I'm saying?
I got a whole booklet.
Wow.
Yeah, mine does not look like that. Oh my gosh.
Wow, that is amazing.
I got 2 booklets.
Same size?
Yes, sir. How y'all doing? John, how y'all doing? How's the family?
Awesome.
We're doing great.
We're doing great. I was just saying how I enjoy being in your presence. Your energy is always turned up.
Yes. Y'all should be able to open up your screen. There's a way y'all open up the screen so both of y'all could be on there. And from your side, though.
Man, we can't see anything except a green screen for some reason right now. Like when I did my practice, everything was fine. But I wish you could see that it's just not happening right now.
Okay, y'all got me at the smaller. There's a way I think y'all got the little modes like StreamYard has to move it it is. Let's go with where we got. What we got.
I don't know what's
Let them know it's brand new. This is your brand new to your chat. This is the first time you're doing this, so this is good.
Yeah, I did let the people know.
She said
yes. Good.
She truly let them know.
Good.
What's the mic?
How you feeling today?
Oh man, I'm wonderful, man. Had my little I did some consultations with people, and then I had my little brief workout. Still gonna work out a little bit before I go to bed, and it is. That's what we gonna do.
PLC John?
But everything is what? Nah, he cut off. Yeah.
Right,
now I can see him. I can see him now. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I can see him. There you go.
Right,
there it is. Yeah, there it is.
All right, good.
Got it. Now I can see
That's
it.
better. John Carr.
Get me in there.
So I do, let's get back to the conversation, right?
Let's go.
And another thing is like, Aton, Brother Edwards, Baba.
Yes.
If you're watching, whenever I mention King Simon, he appears out of nowhere. It's like you got some type of superpower. I love it.
Kendall's on the line with us, so Kendall's watching, so that's good.
My sister Kendall, I was thinking about you because yesterday I went to a birthing class with Ananatawa, and they were talking about hypnobirth, and I said, I want to hear nothing that these people are talking about. We are going to call Kendall and see if we could do some hypnobirth for Ananatawa so she can have it, get in and get out of there, and no pain and all of that type of stuff.
That'd be nice.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you again to your ancestors, to your guardians, your angels, and all that are working with you. They are doing a phenomenal job. You have been able to maneuver through so many obstacles in this life, and you have helped, and you have really just gave a platform to so many people, especially women.
Awesome.
Especially women. Like, you have not played around when it came to giving women the platform, and you didn't play around when it came to even me. Like, he don't play with his abundance.
He don't play with his abundance.
He don't. So again, I just want to stay in gratitude. I love that I know you. I love that we're in the same we're in the same cycle and season together on this earth.
Yes, that's right. I'm happy that I was able to be a part of the journey, and you being a part of my journey. My life path is a 17, so I see why it's happening. So it is what it is. And
I'm 17, baby.
You direct 17 right to your personality. So it's just it's inevitable because I've met numerous people born under your birthday, you know, from Paris to Color Curiosity and a few other people. You know, I adored Clarissa Shields, born the
She is
same day.
hilarious.
All of y'all born the same day. So I'm like, yo, I don't know why. And as soon as I found out her birthday, I said, oh, that's why I like her.
And now, you know me, I roll with Aquarius, Virgos, and Scorpios. Hardcore.
Yeah, I'm gonna meet her too. I'm gonna meet her. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. I know I am, because Papoose is cool. I think I met him years ago, but you know, it was passing. But you know, we're gonna meet, and I'm gonna talk to her. And I'm probably go, because she trains at a gym not too far from here. So now that she moved to Atlanta, so gonna be there. You know, I'm planning on with I'm glad that you're back on with Abundancechild Live, because you always wanted to have that Oprah effect from back in the day.
Oprah ain't got nothing on her.
Hey, no, not in this consciousness. No, she ain't got nothing on it. But
Nothing
but
on
that Oprah, because Abundance had her effect, that Abundance effect back on BlogTalk.
Yes.
And she had numerous of people on there back in the day, man. The Sabies, all of the Taj, everybody that came through. Of course, Roz Mariah.
The mothership.
That's right.
The mothership, exactly. So it's a blessing, that we could all use our voice and use our action to manifest things to be better and help others to become better. And also our children will be able to look back at this and say, they used to do it back in the day. Y'all got to take it to the next level. I don't want my children to be me. I want them to be the best part of them and use part of me to go ahead and do what they got to do. That's how it works, man. So big up to all my children, your family, your ancestors, everybody, all of our ancestors and children. I say to all of that in love all the time, man.
So King Simon, remember we started Stop Playing. I don't know if you remember. I have my version of the story. You probably have your version of the story. But for me, it was, I wanted to do something that drew attention to nationality, Moorish identity, nationality drive, mind.
All the time.
I felt like we need to deal with food, shelter, clothing, transportation, communication, all the stuff that I still say to this day. Right. So Moorish identity, nationality drive was my favorite. And then the one dealing with we had a food drive.
Right.
You came up with the preparedness.
Yes.
And we had the young YGs, Young Gods and Goddesses, which became Girls Society.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of our journey. We kept doing it. We really followed through. But when we started it, what did it mean to you? What was Stop Playing movement to you?
It meant to trigger a reaction to people, because it was a saying that was basically probably coined by us a little bit more, and it told people to stop playing, because even this flyer, and back of this flyer, we was trying to feature this sister, but she was afraid to even come on and speak because she never showed up. And this sister was one of the sisters that got trafficked, and she was featured on an HBO special around being trafficked as a young. So how can we? The title was how can we help our young girls to be better women? And I wanted her to be a part of it, but again, she was born under the number 7. I know how 7s can be very shy, and that's what she never even showed up for the event. But you and I was there and did what we had to do at the Marcus Garvey Center for that event, because I expected her to come, but I also always learned, like Bruce Lee taught, to expect the unexpected. So we always have extra people. I could go up there and talk. Exactly. So, but Stop Playing was very much about telling our people to stop playing and either learn disaster preparedness or learn sovereignty from a certain board, dealing with the Moorish paradigm and getting it. Because I was also being reintroduced to that, because I was in all them organizations prior, and Taj and Roz Mariah. And when I met you at the National Black Theater over there in Harlem, they rebuilding it, I'm understanding. Yes. Man, it was you just put the fire under everybody as a sister coming in to do what you had to do, especially when it came to defending those babies. That's why I love your children, and I wish them and their children all to be the best, because I know how much passion you had when your children got kidnapped and taken into that system. And when you said that, I was like this, my mouth was like this. So I had to get up and so Stop Playing was probably birthed from just that lecture. Just that presentation. It was because it was like, yo, stop playing, man. Why are you taking this woman's child? Why do women get their children taken? Why does men have to go through certain things to get certain respect from their family, or why they're destroying the family, the man and woman in the family? I always wanted to bring that balance. And that's what really Stop Playing was all about, bringing balance. And even seeing that happen in my own family with my father and all that, and my mother. And so it's very important, that Stop Playing movement. And I still say it to this day, but it's a something that has built a certain algorithm over the years, to the point that even if you try to get the website itself, how much it costs now?
It's too much.
Exactly, because the algorithms have built.
We know who we are. Just the fact that it's like $5,000-$6,000. That's how I know that we were doing and we were saying something, because when I got it, it was like $9.99.
Exactly.
But that's the abundance factor.
Exactly.
That really is the abundance factor. It's that gift of Meiji that I have, that we literally will be anywhere and there will be nobody in the building. And when we turn around, we be like, where all these people come from? Nobody in the restaurant, nobody in the parking lot. As soon, I was telling the brother Carl that from the Wilmington Library today. Remember Samuel Fudge?
Yes,
I was
of course.
calling him to see if he was going to still, be coming through, trying to get everything together. And he was like, man, nobody has called me.
Right.
I texted him today. He was like, man, it's crazy. I'm all over the place. And I was just like, man, it's the abundance factor,
Yes,
so, but you have also helped me to be humble in that, because, I came out swinging, could be arrogant. And that's one of my things that I've had to deal with over the years, is learning how to use my voice and to use my passion and be an alchemist with it and switch it up. And I've learned a lot, and we've learned a lot from each other, because we do lean on each other and be like, what you think about such and such?
Exactly.
So the thing, so do you think any of that has changed?
What do you mean?
Why we started Stop Playing, is there a need for a movement, or do you think the same things that we were saying before that we need to stop playing with, we still need to stop playing? All this talking, doing, we still need to stop playing?
We still need to stop playing. Big up to Aton in the chat too. Big up Aton. What up, A? Yeah, he's in there. Afro Prep. That's Afro Prep right there. That's it.
Prep now.
Afro Prep Now. Make sure you go to their website. Hypnosis with Kendall is a website. Afro Prep Now is a website too. So make sure y'all support them too. The husband and wife team. They're doing their thing.
Inspirations.
But we do it. It's still necessary even more now, because we've become more distracted, and the distraction has destroyed a lot of the fiber of what we are here to do. And of course, what we was also dealing with Stop Playing was also food, clothing, and shelter, like the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, like Noble Drew Ali, and all of them promoted. Even back in the Ansars, when I was in there, food, clothing, and shelter was the topic of the day. And still, we are playing. We're not learning how to grow our food. We don't know how to survive. I thank Aton, who's in the chat, for even teaching me IATO, improvise and adapt. So that's why even that principle of transforming from one era to another. Remember, I've been doing this promotion since I was 12. That's 46 years.
Wow.
So I've been doing it from before social media, all of this stuff in 1979. I've been doing promotions. Some of y'all wasn't even born yet. Some of y'all was just children.
I was 4 years old, actually.
Exactly. You're 4 years old, and I'm promoting 12 years old. I'm promoting word of mouth. We didn't even have flyers. We just said, yo, we're going to have a party over at this house. We're going to have a party at this apartment over downtown Brooklyn. So
that's real. So do you know, like, my business now and how we're thriving is word of mouth. So I believe that what goes around comes around. Then we were doing the flyers. I've done the I helped do the flyers for the radio station. We're still doing this stuff.
Right. We're still posting.
We're using the technology, but the real technology, come on, JC Alignment. The real technology is what? I am the technology, science, math, music, dance, art. Come on, everybody in the chat. Come on, King Simon, we're gonna repeat it. How many more times? I am the technology, science, math, music, dance, art.
I am the technology.
Science,
math, music, dance, art. Last time, I am the technology.
I'm the technology,
science,
math, music, dance, art.
I mean, but all of that is technology. All of it. Yeah. All technology. All of it. So
we are the technology. We are the technology. Exactly. This right here is like, it's literally like a third dimension, because we are here in a masquerade of flesh. Like we bring out their gungun, and the only way that they can be here and give messages if they are in a medicated masquerade suit. We are literally in a masquerade.
That's
and
right.
Look at the masquerade. You up there in the masquerade with the glasses and the hat, and there's a whole nother screen, and then whole nother masquerade.
Big up to Sister California in the chat. What's up?
Oh, thank you.
Sister
We just freestyle.
Yeah.
Look, I got my sound engineer like 2 minutes. I'm like, nah, we freestyling right now.
Okay.
We're gonna get a little bit of time because the manager said I can.
Yeah, do your thing.
So that's real. So based off of that, now you talked about algorithms earlier, remember?
Right.
What do you think so many conscious folk or the people who have the information, do you think it's really easy to avoid accountability and real true information that can actually help us because the algorithms don't reward like truth and honesty?
What happens is that once you have things being controlled through the quote unquote technology world, things can get shadow banned. And I've gotten shadow banned, but not really shadow banned in the esoteric world or the spiritual world, just under something that's being controlled. Like,
ain't that the real world?
Say it again.
That's the real world.
That's the real world. But, you still want to be able to reach the masses as much as you. And sometimes people like myself might get upset that it's not. But even if I'm shadow banned, as far as they download or depleting my algorithm, I always say it reached who it's supposed to reach at that particular time.
To say.
Even with the flyers. Remember, in my book, I wrote that when you give out a flyer, if I put out 5,000 to 10,000, I've done 100,000 flyers, 10,000 flyers. And even if you put out a flyer, only 3 to 5% might come out of it.
That's true.
So everything is every level. The only thing I would change and add on to my promotion was how to deal with it on social media, because sometimes this time the social media, the YouTubes and the IGs they have their gatekeepers for certain words you want to say and certain words you can't say. And they will shut it down. And that's why we got to know how to use all platforms, because even if we don't get to people via Instagram, we still have a flyer to get to people. If you don't get to, you still have a phone. If you don't have to get to, you still have a poster. If you can't get to them that way, you still have this. So you got to use every level of promotion. That's why no promotion is bad promotion.
So in modern Jiu-Jitsu, I learned if your hands are occupied.
That's right.
Jiu-Jitsu. If your hands are occupied, use your feet.
That's right.
So if you're getting shadow banned and that's your hands, then use your feet.
Use your feet.
When I realized one of the reasons why I didn't want to start back Abundancechild Live, because it was over like 2,000 people in the chat used to be in the BlogTalk Radio, or it was 450,000 followers that I had on that channel. I'm like at 17,000 on another page, 7,000. So I don't want to do this. I just feel like it's going to be too hard when people have millions of followers. What I realized when my hands were occupied, use my feet. So I started doing word of mouth, and I said, why don't I have my own community? I'm going to start my mothership. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And next thing you know, that is more valuable to me than having millions of followers. The fact that people literally text me and be like, oh my God, that food just went right to my soul. But I don't know what you're doing. This food is so healing. And I don't even get a chance. It happens so often. I don't even get a chance to promote those types of things. It literally is, if you want to mess with me, if you want to have access to my children and my grandbaby that's coming and my husband, because there's a whole different lifestyle now. I was married, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I don't want anything. I waited 48 years for this man. I do not, and he did the same for me because we're the same age. I don't want anything to mess up the joy and the peace that I had, right? So now it's like we have our own little network. You want to do business with him? Sign up to the mothership.mn.co. If you want my food, sign up to the mothership. You want to do any kind of business, sign up. We need that. That's just what it is. I don't care how many Facebook followers you have. I do not care who you are. Like, this is how we're going to operate and do our business. And it has been so rewarding.
So
exactly.
And I know my clients love it.
Yeah.
They love the food. They love the atmosphere.
It's all out of the home.
Exactly. And that's important. And your food, I remember when you birthed that, the whole thing and transforming from.
You remember?
Yeah, of course I remember.
You remember? do you remember like how it literally started? Do you know the conversation?
I remember. Well, Dr. Sabi, I know. Come on now, Dr. Sabi was that's my man. The late great Dr. Sabi was the one that was talking about what he wanted to do, and you took it and ran. You know what I'm saying?
He told me that he had an idea for $1 million business.
Yeah.
Within 3 years, we had $1 million business. Within 3 years.
On the phone to start it. On the phone.
Wow.
It was a conversation.
Yeah.
And, and plus, bringing him in from that time in 2009 when I brought him to St. Anthony's Baptist Church over there on Utica, Eastern Park. Packed out. I still got the flyers to all of it.
It was New York.
Oh, New York, okay.
In New York, yeah. And he never.
It was supposed to be Leonard Jeffries.
And he cut that. He didn't want him to speak. He didn't want him to speak. African Bob Mbambada, he didn't want him to speak. And the only one he wanted to speak was Brother Polite. He didn't want Polite to speak up there, and that was it.
That propelled him.
Huh?
That propelled him.
Yes,
exactly. That's what propelled him.
Changing. Yeah, he was on my show every Thursday.
Exactly.
So you done jump started a lot of people's career.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they say. I don't take credit for that, but I hear Raku say that. I hear a lot of people say, I hear Blue Pill say that. I'm just honored and I give thanks because we're in the same rotation. They got a belly button. I got a belly button. Nobody's higher than anybody else. And at the end of the day, King Simon, I do not want to lose my status in the beyond, in heaven, at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, I want to see Kendall. I want to see Aton. I want to see you. I want to see my mama. I want to see my grandmother. You know what I mean? And I mean, I see them now. Yes. That's how I know it's real.
Yes.
Because that's how I know that if you really want to honor the ancestors, honor your elders now. So when I did run with Dr. Sabi said, and I wish that I was a little bit more obedient. Like I said, that was the arrogance part of me that really didn't know what I had at the time. And he would have to call me up and be like, why you not calling me? You know what I mean? I was like, man, I'm like literally busy trying to do what you said I should do. And but yeah, I know that because I listened to that living ancestor energy at the time, I am able to do what I do with the food now.
That's right.
And it is such a gift. Like numbers are such a gift. So let me get a little bit into the numbers, right? What shows up in someone's numbers that tells you they're playing with their divine assignment? How do you know as the Babalao of numbers, right? Because that's who you are. Like, I've seen and I've known you reinitiate yourself over and over again. You've gone through Igbodu over and over again. Real talk on an esoteric level. So as a Babalao, right? As a Nana, what shows up? This is question number 2 on my, me.
Yeah, I see it. I got it. I printed it out.
What shows up in someone's numbers that tells you they're still playing with their divine assignment?
Well, any number, remember the numbers have duality. So if you're not rising to the highest level of it, then you're going either towards the lowest level or you're complacent. And that's why in my book, NumerOvator for Mental Stability, I talk about the 4 paths that we can take. Any number, I don't care from 1 all the way to 999 and beyond. Any number, if the 4 paths you can take is either the constructive, the obstructive, the destructive, or being complacent. It's up to you which one you're going to take. And sometimes why I wrote the first book on numerology, Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. Up to this day, Lloyd wish he had that title. Because throughout all the years of doing it, more longer than I have, one of my jegnas, for all the years that he's been doing it, he says, yes, numbers are simple. 1 + 1 = 2. 2 + 2 = 4. But if you put 2 people born under the same number and one doesn't want to work with the healing aspect of the number 2, and then the other one does, then it won't work. Period. Hard. Numbers are simple. People are complicated. So at the end of the day, because all these numbers have their duality, might have their own triality or their quadality, if you're not raising yourself to that level to put that disciplinary work in to make the vibration of what you're connected to, because you're not the number and you're not the astrology. You are using these modalities as a guide, and they're just reminders on what you need to do and navigate in this realm, both positive and negative. Because even master numbers can have their negativity. So people think, I'm a master number this, I'm a master number that. Okay, what are you doing with it? And are you laying back and just letting that master number just lay dormant in you? negatively, or you're using it for the criminal world, because you had some criminals born under the master number. People keep on forgetting they was master criminals. Let's do it. So I, you know, when you see those numbers, I tell people all the time, just be willing to unpack. That's why in my book, NumerOvator for Mental Stability, I give you the possible superpowers you can use. But if you don't, it's like Mission Impossible. If you don't, when Ethan is given that cassette, he said, look, Ethan, if you choose to do this mission, that's up to you. But after this cassette is going to be destroyed, period. It's up to you. So it's always going to be with us at any given time, or age. But it depends on, during your development, was you affected by trauma or drama that hinder you going through your development, your power cycle, going into your wisdom cycle. There's different cycles of this. So some people, when they're supposed to be developing, they start developing in their power cycle, or because of what happened to them with mom or dad, or relationships or molestation or fondling or whatever, they start developing more towards their older age instead of in their younger age, because they weren't protected. And sometimes it's the protection of the person, the child, the human being, that's what stimulates the energy of the numbers to start working through you to do what you got to do in this realm. So I recognize, like, I'm born February 1st. I recognize that the 3, that 2, and that 1, which is a 3, I used to love to sing. I love to express myself. I was number 5 on the reggae chart in my power years, in my development cycle. So people don't realize. As soon as I got, so it's a powerful thing when you start recognizing a line. I'm glad I got the number factor, not just from Lloyd, but before that was in the 5% Nation. Then it was the Ansar. Then it was the Nation of Islam, and then Lloyd was that catalyst in 1989 that said, you know what, I'm going to study this. And that it's a powerful thing. I love it.
He said a lot.
I know, I said a lot.
Johnny had a question.
Are you still singing? Are you still singing?
Come on now, Sean, go.
I left it up to my son, but I am contemplating doing an album at my son's studio, because he has a recording studio, and let him be the producer and let him be the facilitator and make him manifest, because he's building some rhythms. He's doing my audio book right now for the NumerOvator for Mental Stability, but it took us some time because he had gotten sick a little, and also I want him to put certain frequency and binary codes in there. I want certain codes in there as I'm speaking on this audio book. So my voice is still there, so I know I can do it. But he's got it. He could sing in different languages. My son Prince Imagine, he's a talent to be reckoned with, because his mother's still a singer. I was a singer, and I'm glad that he still has that voice. But yeah, I want to put out at least one album. I was listening to my old music from 1989, 90, and I was saying, you know what, I need to remix some of this stuff, because the producers passed on, and the other one. So I said I might remix a lot of that stuff, or just sing it over. But I want more Afro beat and Caribbean beat. I want that type of stuff to really jar. Because right now, John, people are just so simple minded, to the point that they can just, if you got a good hook, that could be through the whole music. And I want it to be a conscious numerovation hook that's going to keep people just bobbing and dancing, like y'all just said, through the sciences. I want them all to experience the science through all of that.
Exactly. Please do it.
Yeah.
So you mentioned all these different schools of thoughts that you've been through. This was one of my last questions.
Yes.
Can we just go through some of them? Just take us on a little memory lane, and let's go through some of them. And with each one, I want to know one line, King Simon. One line. Like, I want you to say, Ansar Allah community. This is what I got from that. I mean, the main thing, because every show I listen to, you telling your whole life story. Yeah. I want to know, because I want to know.
Okay. I mean, coming from a Caribbean background family, or the Americas in the lower half of the world of this side, Jamaica and Cuba, I got the Christian aspect, which was honor God. One word, two words, honor God. Rasta aspect, honor the music of God.
Ooh, I love that.
I love
it. Then going into the 5% aspect, honor the mathematics of God. 5%. Then going into the Ansar Allah command, honor the cultural refinement of God, because he gave us a culture inside there. I never got into the Nuwapian. I never been part of that. But also the Nation of Islam, honor the nation of God. Each one of them. The more science, understand the sovereignty of God.
Love it.
Every one of them gave me something to
That's what I wanted.
hold on to grow. And then
I see God was the consistent in everything.
God is consistent, because I didn't have to believe in any God, and I didn't care what word or name you gave me in Hebrew, Arabic, or what Amharic, whatever you gave it to me. I understood that I am God, a living God, having a human experience. I am God having a human experience. I got that. From young, I got it, because the 5% is the one that triggered me and said, who is the original man? Original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. I got that. And that's what stopped me from wanting to hurt this and take me off the planet.
I know that's right.
Just hearing that. That's how.
All right, I got some more questions.
Okay. Go ahead.
Because I'm trying to be what you taught me. I'm trying to be a journalist here. Okay.
You are a journalist.
Stop playing.
Listen, I was 49 minutes after the hour. You are listening to Abundancechild live right here on WJVS Radio. I'm with the notorious King Simon.
Yeah.
King Simon the NumerOvator. King Simon Productions. Listen, we're going to take a quick break.
Go ahead.
Play this new song I want y'all to hear. It's dope. This is a brother from IG. I can't think of his name right now, but you know, Makai, as soon as you get it, let's roll that. It really gave me the chills listening to the song.
Okay.
This is the kind of music I want us to make, because I can't wait to put out an album with John. I can't wait to write one of them hooks. You know?
Exactly. Got to do the hook, man. Hook. Big up to California. What's up, California?
Hey, mama. Let me see if I can go.
In the building.
Listen to this song, yo.
Get nothing. So I'm about to put you on game how to get something. First step is something called SAR.
What?
You gotta understand this to get that far. Listen up. It stands for self-administered reparation. This is a key fact to land your foundation. Number 2, open up a tax-free business. You're a black American.
I do.
What's a black American?
Example of mine, so don't stress. Then you'll get a master file with the IRS. Number 3, open up a garnish-free account. You don't need these folks taking all the money you amount. See, the system attacks your money from all angles. So I'm gonna show you how to be tax-free and stable.
East Coast.
Never heard this before, but if you own your shack, no more property tax. No number 5, learn about human rights, not civil rights. Civil rights is just permission. Human rights is built for life. Number 6, gotta learn your genealogy. Not the DNA test, but the records that they keep.
That's you right there, genealogy.
Understand nationality. As a 14th Amendment slave, you will not be free.
Right.
Free person applies to white posterity. When they made you a citizen, they took out the word free.
Listen.
Gotta learn real history.
History.
Most of us didn't come off boats originally.
What?
Your reparations is for genocide, not for slavery. And here's the reason why. Our genocide still happening.
Let them know.
Come on.
Y'all need to study like what they trying to say. Number 10, the General Assembly is important. Guidelines for reparation.
I love it.
To violate your rights, you get restitution too. They give you fake history so you don't have a clue. They brainwash your mind. History erased. They use Asian immigrants so you can be replaced. That's why I'm tax exempt. Here's my receipts and facts. Because the Constitution says Indians not taxed. With your real identity, you got human rights. The right to self-govern and control your own life.
But let me get on this freestyle real quick. Title 25 took the stuff out with. I see you want to call yourself an Indian. I got a whole lot of corrections I'm not playing with.
Come on.
When Title 25 said you domesticated, we not Indian, African American, black, none of that. Just say that. If you want to do, you gotta have a man or you gotta have a woman make it a marriage, but not no third party things. We not. This is what we bring. No, I'm just playing. This is what we bring. I told you I wanted to have fun tonight.
My applause button right
He's
here.
a fabulous MC as well. Don't sleep on her.
I got an applause button right here.
Keeps going a little bit.
Do not sleep on it.
I finally can see the thing. What's up, Hypnosis? What's up, Love More Travel? What's up, Cafunia? What's up? And they said I was spitting bars. What's up, Kalakira?
Yep.
Storm Jackson, Listica, the Master Iridologist. Oh, I love it. Come on, Aton. Yo, I'm so thankful that I was introduced to A-Time. When I had mentioned that thing about Oprah, he was like, yeah, if anybody could do it, you could.
Right.
It was game over for me. It was game over when he said that because he was already in that industry.
That's right.
You know, so that was like a big takeover. Thank you for all y'all for tuning in. I love it. I love it. I love it. I will figure out how to do the Instagram and the TikTok thing soon. And
sure.
we only have about 5 or 10 more minutes, right? But I wanted to ask you because most of my ministry is with women and children. Okay. So I wanted to ask you in the section where I was saying we need to stop playing with the womb. How can we as women use numerology when making decisions about motherhood and fertility or legacy for that matter?
Oh, well, there's an echo going on, but now it's much better. Yeah. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can still hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, good. In numerology, the primary healing numbers in numerology is the even numbers. The 2, 4, 6, 8. Those are the primary healing and balance numbers. Interesting enough, 6 rules the sexual organs alongside the number 9. They rule the sexual organs. So a lot of times when I see women with a lot of 6s, they got to be very mindful of developing any type of fibroids or things that could affect the womb, and 9 too. So because 9 is the culmination of all the numbers. So 9 is like a chameleon of all the numbers. So it could pick up any one of them, because when you add 9 to any number or multiply 9 to any number, start coming back. So I think women need to recognize what are balance within them, how to take care of their health along their travels, and even before they even get pregnant, they need to, set a spiritual contract with themselves. Because at the end of the day, although the womb, as one of your questions, is one of the contracts, but it takes the male energy and his healthy mindset and his healthy sperm to help sign that contract to make sure they bring a child to fruition and bring a child into this. Just the rod is the pen and the sperm is the ink. So there's a contract that's being signed as soon as that woman, as soon as that man and that woman is conceived together. That's why Dr. Africa in his book always said that when women get pregnant, it's the man and the woman getting pregnant together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
You were flowing there.
Yo, that's fun.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
How do we align our business practices in divine law, not just the hustle culture?
And in regards to numerology or using numbers? I can't hear you. I think y'all stopped. Y'all muted. I can't hear y'all no more. Hello? Well, if y'all can still hear me, you can hear me in the chat. If y'all can still hear me, put it in the chat. Y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me, put the number 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Because I can't hear them no more. But he asks how we could align. With numbers, every number has a business connected to it. In other words, a business frequency connected to it, just in case y'all could hear me. Every number has a business connected. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, can you start over? You did hear my question, right?
But for us, start over.
Yeah, ask the question again so people can go. They could hear me, but I couldn't hear you. The question
I'm asking is, how do we align our business practices with divine law, not just the hustle culture?
Okay, good. Well, what's so funny is that each number has some business connected to it. So if you're born, like you might be born, like you're born under the 18. Anytime I see a number 18, creativity and also understanding how to balance your money and finance and what are assets in your life and what are liabilities. So now and then because it adds up to a number 9, and 9 is the highest frequency of love, you got to always do what you love. So it's not a hustle when you do something that you love. That's why Les Brown always said, do what you love and you'll never find a day, you never work a day in your life. So it's the truth. So even struggling artists, they call them struggling, but that person loved doing art. And I knew a numerologist, or read a book by a numerologist that was a good friend of Lloyd Strayhorn, that he wrote a book on lottery. And because he loved his art museum and his art gallery so much, he just made money. The art wasn't making as much money, but he did sell his art. But his winning lottery constantly is what made him maintain his art studio also, because he was winning lottery like 19 times in 1 month or constantly. He wrote a book on it.
Right.
Because he understands the attraction of his number, loving playing lottery because he's born under the number 6. He passed on a long time ago. He was born under the number 6 and was able to maintain and do multiple streams of income. That's why it's good to have multiple streams of income, because you find that people that are born that are doing one job that they're not enjoying become more miserable, and now it's becoming more of a hustle instead of doing what they love. Even when I was a janitor, I love music, and I started getting into music and started selling music and dealing with music at record stores, even while I was a janitor at a flea market. So I had to be attracted to something that I love in order for it to not to be the overly what we call the hustle culture, but make it the loving culture. And then whatever you love, that will translate into something that's beneficial in a long run, in a long time, and forever. And that's why promotion is still with me. It's still with me for a long time, because my father was a promoter. My cousin was a promoter. That's why I call myself king. Kin is K-I-N, kin of this stuff. It's kith and kin of this stuff. I've been doing it because my father and my cousin did it.
You're right in alignment.
Yes.
Right in alignment.
So we're in the universal year 8, and it is 9.
We're in a 9 universal year.
9 universal year. So first of all, do you believe that that number, I don't even know why I'm asking this question, but do you believe that number, forget it. I don't want to ask that question. Listen,
it's
y'all
all right.
tune in to Abundancechild Live. It is 9:00 on the hour. And I am, of course, with King Simon, the NumerOvator, my family, my jegna, and my never dying love. All right. So I look forward to having him once a month on my show. I'm just gonna keep. What did you think about me keeping the theme of stop playing and once a month? This was just real, information, like basic in general. But once a month, let's have a theme of something that we need to stop playing about. And I'll take it from the e-file perspective, and you take it from the numerology perspective.
Whatever you want to do, Abundance.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
I mean, I go with the flow. You know me. I go with the flow. Look, you and V just, I was in Sanukas. We go with the flow, and it's all a family. It's all one big family, yo. It's a flow. Just flow.
Well, I'm trying to be a little organized. You know what I'm saying? Because
but by us learning what we learn, we are organized. It's just when people are touching us, when they touch us, we got them. It's like touch and go.
Right. But yeah, I just wanted the people to know that we are going to do this once a month, and once a month, and it's always going to be on a number that is in alignment with us. Like the next week just wasn't working for us. So the 22 was definitely working. Right. So I'm gonna just want to thank everybody for tuning in.
Yes.
This was a challenge, and I'm gonna keep working because it's real easy for me to just sit up and had you call in on the phone.
Yes, that's true.
That's what I'm used to. You know, and nobody's seeing me, and I could be in here like the rest of the crew and doing what we do. But Most High said that I really need to challenge myself and let the people see me and actually get dressed for the occasion. Don't just have on my house coat. Nothing's done.
You know, and that's morning show stuff, because I used to do a morning show back in New York before Steve Harvey, all these guys. Matter of fact, I interviewed Michael Baisden back in the day. So before that morning show, you could dress like whatever, especially on radio. But now that we got cameras, it's time to enjoy or pre-record it and then edit what you want to edit. And then put it up.
Honestly, I would just love to be in my kitchen having this show. And because right before the show, I'm like, literally, I pack up food every time. And we all bring it to the radio station. We get here about 7:30. We sit there, we eat. And I don't know, that might be coming. But I'm putting in my work right now. And I just want everybody to Just want to thank everybody for tuning in, wherever you tuned in. Big up every time you can. Please big up King Simon every time you can. He has really opened up the way for a lot of us. People that you think is hot, people that you think are doing big things, trust me, he probably put them on. All right, he probably interviewed them first. He probably gave them the platform first. So
I mean, look at the bottom of this flyer. Who we got on there? I said the Duke of Tez.
Yes,
that's on the bottom of this old 2010 flyer. This is a 2010.
I remember I was here when he was passing out the card deck, and he gave me the first card I got from him was the Joker. And he was like, "Wow, powerful, sister." That was the first time we ever met.
Exactly. So yeah, I talked to him recently, and you make sure he's all right. You know, checking on him, making sure.
I listen to the show.
Yeah. I make sure I check on all the elders or people that are the young elders that are coming up all the time. And I think we need to check on our people, check on the elders as much as we can. You know, in a number 9 year, this is a humanitarian year, but it could also be destructive if you don't pay attention to the alignment of communication. It's all about communication. Communication this year. So communicate so you can move to the highest aspect of 9 and not the lowest. And that's why the melanated Chaldean, they revered the 9. That's why they never put it in their system, because when it show up, it can be 2 different dynamics one time. So we got to be very careful of the, I remember a sister from the NumerOvator nation. She tried to argue with me about, because they was doing the 9 ball and all that. I said, but y'all don't even know where the 9 come from and why they revered it. Don't come and cuss at me because you don't know the real history behind it.
You don't know the applied science of the number 9.
Exactly. They love the number 9 because they knew when you add it or multiply it, they knew what it was. That's why if it shows up, you got to understand when 9 shows up, and if we're in a 9 year, every time you look at all the 9 years, whether it's the Gregorian calendar, the Ethiopian calendar, or the whatever calendar, even the Moorish calendar, the Asiatic calendar, there's something going on when 9 shows up. Period. So I recognize that in studying all of this, guys. I don't stop studying. We are master students. I'm not just a master. I'm not a master teacher. I'm a master student. I want to learn.
You heard it right here from Abundancechild live, right here on WJVS Radio. We are here with the master student, the legend, King Simon.
Yeah.
And it's a wrap, y'all. We're gonna take it out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We still on YouTube though.
Yep, of course we are.
What up, YouTube?
Hey. This used to be my intro.
Yes. Okay. Yep. I remember that.
Break is over. Time to hustle harder because the planet getting older. Pole shift positions now the climate getting colder. Politicians trick you with their luck and Texas hold up. But I'm not ante up because mama told me never fold up. Never doubt.
I love it.
Universal dread pick charging like a Trojan. Fluid while they frozen. Natural while they posing. Standing on my square with my third eye on. Sound waves fine tuning, waking up the sleepers want more. Here I am, the gatekeeper, great teacher, starting on the land. Ocean with a fan, right up on my people with a weapon in the hand.
I keep it moving.
It's slaying, make your hands overstand that the master holds a plan that we cover with demands because it's time to
stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Stop playing.
Stop playing.
Stop playing.
Stop
playing.
Stop playing.
Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Kika Ashege. Akika Ashege. Akika Ashege. We say Muso, Muso, Muso. Nothing's better than Trap Squad. Kid, chin, it's Drop Squad. Kid, chin, we're Drop Squad. Kid, chin, it's Drop Squad. Kid, chin, Who got to say we don't get them, they gon' get us all. They got them so to win what? We ain't scared of y'all. On no goon, y'all, we gonna keep it real. Nigga, don't think the seeds of all your deeds ain't got a karmic bill. You need to stop. People wouldn't go think you 2 years and think they hot. Talk about how much knowledge they got. Yo, all your content sounds the same. I'm talking about King Simon, Abundancechild, Aku, Jody Satter. Stop playing. I thought y'all knew. We not playing. We got the crystals with Kafunya and preparedness with Aton. Stop coming because we still on the land and we saw her.
Yo, but Abundance.
Yes.
in your past, have you ever was revealed to you that because you was a good cook, were you one of the melanated ones that probably poisoned the slave masters?
Absolutely not. That's not in my timeline. No.
I'm just saying. I mean, I know you've been a warrior all this time. You could have been.
Yeah, but my family didn't walk that path. That's why it's really important that you do your genealogy. And for me, it's really important. I'm in a Rumila on the land, and that's not in my script.
Talk about it.
Good.
Like my family was one of the largest land owning families in the Northeast corridor of the United States, the Chavez family. That's real talk. Even my grandmother went to the John Chavez School, was the valedictorian. It's really important for us to know our genealogy. But I don't. Two wrongs don't make a right. That's one of the biggest lessons that I've ever learned, and I keep that with me. And I wouldn't have been doing that. Like I know certain things, but I'm not putting blood in the spaghetti. I'm not doing any of those types of things because what go around come around. And when you have children, if it don't come off with you, it's coming on your children. So if my spirit had
we on YouTube now, we still on YouTube. Let's do it.
Spirit had me incarnate. This is because this is how I really this is how I really talk. But if my spirit had me incarnate during that time, it's for a reason, based off of the law of correspondence. So that means I had to incarnate into a situation that would help me evolve into a better person or a better version that my spirit was, so that when I return to the beyond, which is the original place that we came from, I don't want any of that type of stuff. You know what I mean? You poisoning people, next thing you coming back looking a certain type of way because you know what I mean?
That's what, my spirit said to ask you the question. So this is your show, it's not my show, but my spirit said, ask that question because I know some people came through and did what they had to do back in the day. So I said, all right.
What the hell, putting poop in people's stuff?
Yo, hey,
you know what I mean? What go around, come around. That's something we don't play in Drop Squad Kitchen. I don't care how mad you making us. What we will do is tell you to get the F out, and we won't serve you.
Yes,
matter of fact, check this out. This is what somebody just got for me from the mothership. I actually didn't need to curse. I'm trying to find.
I told you I printed it out, right? You see, I printed it out.
Oh, I love it. My husband, we old school. We printing.
I'm gonna be prepared, yo.
Yes.
Whatever.
Nothing like preparation.
That's right.
What is that number? I don't even think I have her saved in Anatawa.
Big up to A-Time. Nana, where you at? Where my girl at?
I'm here.
She's right here.
How you doing, beautiful? How's the baby?
He's moving. He's great. He's growing.
Good. Can't wait to see it.
Okay, let me tell you this. I said this was a thing, right? And it shows the picture that she was removed from the mothership. I said, greetings. You have been a member of the mothership since May of 2024, and we know you understand our process. We took action today based on you placing an order and failing to pay and pick up. It may seem small, but we rely on consistency and mutual accountability to keep our system flowing for everyone. Out of respect for your past participation, this decision was not made lightly. Should you wish to discuss this or make amends in alignment with our values, we are open to having that conversation. We wish you well and thank you for your time shared with us. With respect, the mothership team.
Wow.
She said, when you didn't respond, I said, never mind. That's all I got was the NVM. So you can read energy through a text. I got a sandwich from somewhere else. And I'm like, all right, so now you're putting in the information of where you went.
Right.
Like you trying to make a point, and we're like, oh, you're poisoned. You're done. Their food don't, what? Ain't nobody making, they don't even got people that look like us making their food.
Exactly.
And then I told Ananatawa to write this. So we wrote apologies on our behalf for any misunderstanding, but please do note that we responded to you right away. We also sent over the payment link 1 minute after and then texted you a third time to let you know the food was ready. We then sent a picture of your finished V-steak. I sent screenshots in my last text for proof of this. Did you receive them? We take every order very serious and don't have it at the moment let's not ever tell somebody we don't have it at the moment either, because we always have it. We're always in a perfect place and don't ever let them think, you know what I mean? But
I love that.
But at the moment, to food to be wasted. And she said, I will come for it. I'll eat it tomorrow. We said, okay, we'll send the invoice, the link over, but she's still going to have to apply to be a part of the mothership.
Right.
And when she texts again, I'll have to say, you have to sign up to be a part of the mothership again. Like, I don't play with me and my family. Don't play that, because the whole crew, when we get the text, it's abundant. It's everybody. John's in the kitchen, making sure we got a Marley. The kale's coming out. Lemons is coming out. Olive oil's coming out. Curry's coming out. Coriander's coming out. Salt's coming out. I'm giving you
recipes. Jamaican restaurants need to train under you.
That's what Drop Squad Institute, you mean?
Yep. They need to train under
so we can be tax free. We know how to do business.
They need to train under you. They should never say they don't have anything.
Wait, I don't do that. This is how we have levels. You have chief food alchemist. You have the alchemist and the chief, because en français, chef is chief. So that's why I'm the chief alchemist. Right. So if you run out of something, if you're an alchemist and you don't have sunshine dressing, you should be able to know that it takes some type of citrus, some type of like carrier type of oil, like a extra virgin olive oil.
Yep.
It needs to have church seasoning. So you need to know how to make the flavor profile of church seasoning, which to me is like I made up my own Saison without MSG. You know, that type of thing. I be doing the most. We're not running out of anything. They can say, what? Oh my God. Somebody today said, can I get a real wrap, which is a walnut meat wrap with avocado, lettuce, tomato, onions. They wanted candy yams. They wanted macaroni and cheese. They wanted fried chicken. I'm tell you, I didn't have any of it. I had to make the greens from scratch. I used kale because I didn't have collard. I had to make the yams from scratch. I'm like, John, peel the potatoes real quick. I had to make the mac from scratch. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I was sweating, and he was like, there at 3:04. And I was like, we take pictures of everything. And at like 3:04, I sent the picture. Look at this. Your order is ready for pickup.
Wow.
Look at that whole thing. Wow. He got a God shake, which is a strawberry milkshake, an obatala, which is the vanilla. You know what I mean? It was just everything. And a Marley salad. I'm like, he ordered the whole menu. And then I love their energy. Thank you much. It says, thank you so much. Thank you from you, man. I don't care. I pay anything for that.
Thank you.
That's right. Man, congratulations, man. Yeah, like I said, people need to train under you, man.
She's the truth, man. She's the truth.
She's the truth, yo.
Energy follow thought. And I know the art of not eating, right?
Exactly.
I know the art of not eating, but I've always put out as a universe.
Yes.
I want to be the best. As a music life coach and a professional vocalist, I want to either create it or be a part of a genre where I'm singing back to back to back to back.
Right.
So regardless of how mental strong you are, you need the proper nourishment in your body.
That's right.
So here I am, where I spoken to existence where I want to be, plant-based.
Right.
And I'm with the best.
Right. That's right.
No competition.
Yeah,
I'm saying that. No competition. There isn't a meal that I have not tasted now and then that was not like magnifique.
She always, she's kept it real ever since, and I'm glad that she wrote and listened to Dr. Sabi.
Yeah.
But it was already in her.
Oh yeah.
Her mother already had a shop and all that. But
I wasn't even thinking about none of that until he said it, and I was like, I am Maxine's daughter. So when he started talking about $1 billion,
it's funny. But, I was watching that boxer. She can cook. Paris can cook. I mean, y'all just born under that frequency is about serving and helping and love and doing it with love, because she said she'd rather cook. I was watching her interview and she said, I would rather cook and take care of my man. That's exactly what she said. So I see them. I always, Clarissa is like, she'd be like, wow. I said, I might even pay for that fight and go down there and check it out. I'll even get, but I'm proud of your journeys, man, and keep on doing what you're doing, man. And thank y'all very much for allowing me to be on, man. It was fun.
See you soon, King Simon. You're getting out of this contract.
I love your energy. I love the chemistry that you and my wife have, man. Listen. My younger brother was even saying when you had us on the show, I know him from somewhere. I don't even think matter of fact, he was watching it. He said, I know him from somewhere.
Where he from?
He from
His mama?
Yeah.
They from the
It's
same
my
mama?
youngest brother. So he from PA. He from PA.
Okay.
But
I used to live in in the Unsars in PA back in the day, but that was back in the day, So
Oh no, he's too young.
Yeah, he's too young.
I was 85. I was 85, 86, 87 around those times.
It speaks volumes to your energy, though. You understand
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm saying?
Thank you.
It speaks volume to your energy. So
yeah,
So
they probably see me.
we'll see you soon. We're not gonna keep the the station in hostage.
The YouTube rocket, so they still watch it. So
I love it. But look,
what up? Where the station at? Hey, what up?
Come on, say hi to the people.
What up, family? What up?
Oh, hey, how you doing, Doc?
What's up, brother? All right. Keep on doing. What's up, Adam?
we be in here rocking, we be in talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why you gotta do it from home sometime, man. That's why you gotta do it from home. I know. It'll keep you going.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure, sir. Always enjoy your energy, man.
It's been a pleasure,
I want to get this radio thing. Like, this has been my dream my whole life. So I really enjoy being in here and at home. I don't have these kind of microphones and the investments that they've done.
Not yet. Exactly. Not yet.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed this experience. He was teaching me some of the boards and stuff tonight. Like I really want to do this. Like this was my goal, and everybody don't have to allow you on your team. And he was like, nah, you come to the team. And it's been we love you too. And it's been family since then. We got second Fridays. Where's the flyer? Oh, well, I can't. It's been second Fridays and where we do that, and I'll be doing all the graphics for the station and stuff like that. But it's great because it's another opportunity. Drop Squad Kitchen shows up, and we have our food there on second Fridays. It's all the DJs. There's opportunities for people like John to be performing. So I really wanted to be hands down in the community. I didn't want to be a community activist online, King Simon, and that's why I left BlogTalk. And so now I feel like I'm doing this, but I am way more in the community than I was before.
Yes.
We got Mommy Sundays every Sunday where I mother the mother. Right. We're doing a lot of things. We got initiations on ground for the mothers and the sisters. So we're doing real community things.
Cooking classes within the
community. Oh my God, cooking classes at the Moorish Culture Center for the mothers.
It doesn't stop, right? It don't stop.
This station has been a gift that just keeps on giving.
But you got to remember, being born in 1975, that's still an energy that needs to deal with communication. That 22, that it adds up to, it still needs to be online.
Yeah.
Global. 22 is global. And right now you're in that wisdom cycle, cycle of your this is wisdom. It's time to share your wisdom all over the world on a global. And remember, 1975 is connected to that wisdom cycle for 28 years. So just ride that wave, man.
Sure. Right. I played on it. I played on it. King Simon! I love you, man.
Love y'all, man.
I'll call you after this. So.
We're going to talk, all right?
We'll find out what I did wrong and what I could do better.
Hey, no, this is a trial run for the YouTube. That's good. Let's just keep on.
At least we made it there, huh?
Exactly. At least y'all made it there, man. Thank y'all. Thank everybody for tuning in and locking in. Just please like, subscribe, and share this particular platform. And make sure you hit that notification button every time they come up. Boom. Do what you got to do and make it happen, man. Goes Abundancechild live.
Yeah.
With John Carr in the building.
All right, King.
Yo, later, all right?